Hi and welcome back to the Nordic Watch channel. This time a bit of a special episode. I have a package from Israel from my friend Aviv, who runs the My Affordable Watch Collection channel. Great channel for affordable watches and watch collecting overall. I suggest that if you are not familiar or you don't follow his channel already, you go over and give it a look. If you like watch-related content, I'm sure you will like his channel. Anyways, he has this thing called the watch chain. I'll put a link in the description below. He has several videos already where he started his watch chain with a Q Timex, and then he traded it with Dave from Just a Watch for this watch here, and we made a trade. I sent him a watch and he sent the watch from Dave over to me. So that's the story behind this watch. Really fun idea. So it has come all the way from Israel to Finland, which is quite a long way for a watch. Anyway, let's get into this package. Nicely packaged, Aviv. Let's see what we have here. Come on. Here we go. Let's get rid of this packaging material. And let's see what's inside here. Awesome. Let's see what it says. It says, "Dear Anders, thank you very much for taking part in the watch chain. I hope this watch finds you well and that it arrived to Finland in good condition. I hope you have much joy from it and use it in good health. I can't wait to see it on your YouTube channel." By Aviv, My Affordable Watch Collection. Go check it out. Thank you, Aviv. And there's a letter to whoever gets this watch next. Wait a minute. That's me. So I presume this is from Dave from Just a Watch. Cool. Yes, it is. I recognize the logo. To whoever receives this watch next. Hi, my name is Dave and I run a watch channel on YouTube called Just a Watch. I live in Japan, which, as you likely know, has a thriving watch industry. There are many watches from Japanese brands available here that are difficult to find elsewhere. The watch you have acquired is one that I originally purchased on Amazon Japan. From what I can tell, this watch was released by Orient as a JDM model in 2010 as part of their World Stage collection. It features an in-house Orient automatic movement, which does not have hacking or hand winding. It also contains a sapphire crystal, a solid link bracelet, with a nice milled clasp. I have worn it a few times, but mostly saved it for special occasions. So it is still in very good condition. If you would like to see my original review of this watch, you can scan the QR code below or browse to. Hope you enjoyed the watch as much as I did, Dave. Thank you a lot, Dave. I've seen that video already, but really nice that he included a letter for the next owner also. Okay, that's it for all the packaging. Now let's get to the watch itself, which is the reference SER2M003W0. As Dave said, it's a JDM model, which is often where the value is at, so I'm really excited for this. Whoa. Ooh, nice, Aviv. You included your own branding on a microfiber cloth. Really nice, this thing. Thanks a lot. And here is the watch. Okay, that's a really nice looking watch. Nice. Big pillow with this one. It's all shiny. Let's take this plastic off. And there it is. Really nice looking watch. It's got some weight to it also. Surprisingly much. Right off the bat, kind of reminds me of a Cocktail Time by Seiko with that radiant dial. I have to put this on the wrist right away. That's a really nice looking watch. I'm really happy with this trade. If you want to see what I sent to Aviv for this watch, go check out his video with the newest watch chain episode. Anyway, if you're not familiar with this watch from Aviv's or Dave's review, I'll go through some specs for this watch. So, dimensions first. This is a 40mm case. It has a thickness of 11mm. Lug to lug is 47. It has a 22mm lug width, so pretty wide. And it has 30 meters water resistance, for the record. It comes with a sapphire crystal, which is real nice because I think Dave said he paid like around $100 for this. As he said, it has solid links, nice milled clasp, does come with hollow end links, but still has this nice kind of a 5-link bracelet. Seems to be pretty nice quality. These two smaller middle links are brushed, while the other 3 links are polished. So nice finishing on the bracelet. It has an unsigned crown. It has a solid case back with Orient branding. Movement is in-house Orient movement. I'm quoting Dave on this 48743 movement, according to him. So no hacking, no hand winding, but otherwise decent movement that seemed to be performing pretty well according to his tests. Dial on this watch has a stunning radial pattern, much like the Cocktail Time Seiko's, for example the SER2M003W0, which I used to have. However, it has the radial pattern all the way to these indexes, after which there's this circular shape with grooves like a vinyl record, and then at the end of the dial, the most outer part, there's again this radial pattern with some minute markers also. And it seems to me that the minute markers are pretty nicely actually lined up when you look at it. So there's a thicker marker with 5-minute increments, and then the thinner markers go, as you can see here at the bottom, it's on top of that ridge, then it's in a kind of a valley, then on a ridge again, and a valley. So really nice precision on this dial, in my opinion. Indices are applied, seem to be nicely finished for a watch of this price, and I believe that the Orient text, automatic and water resistant are printed, while that Orient logo that reminds me of a tobacco brand is applied. Nicely framed date window also, with some finishing on that edge, and matching white date wheel. So, and actually this dial color is, say it's somewhat silver, but has a slight hue of like champagne white or silver beige. One thing that catches my eye with this one is the white bracelet, as I already mentioned, and the fact that it doesn't really taper down, or I think it tapers down here like maybe 2 millimeters, but then it's almost thick all the way through. So that's really quite a large bracelet, and I would have loved to see that the a bit more tapered down to this. It would have made it look a little bit more elegant for a watch like this. But that being said, the quality of the bracelet seems pretty nice, and it seemed to be pretty comfortable on wrist also. Push pins for the links, no surprise there. 3 holes for micro adjustments, so that's decent. I don't think there will be a problem with getting this to fit nicely on the wrist. And Orient brand on the clasp there. All in all, a pretty nice package. Really happy with the trade. I hope Aviv is happy with the watch he receives from me. Another thing I noticed is that the watch seems to be entirely brushed. So that can only mean one thing, that it is a smudge magnet. But being a kind of a dressy watch, I think that's still really appropriate. And I'm sure this will look great with a shirt or a sweater or maybe even a blazer. Let's go ahead and put this on the wrist. Sized it up yet for my wrist, but there it is on my 6.5-inch wrist, and I'm actually surprised that this sits so. It doesn't look as large as I expected it to look. Really nice fit with that 47mm lug-to-lug. So 6.5-inch wrist and no problem with this watch in my opinion. Sits pretty snug on the wrist, has a real nice case shape for that. Let me show you. So that case is kind of bent downwards really nicely, and also the end links on this bracelet are that kind of a female end link, so falls directly down from the lug, making it sit really nicely on the wrist. And just to keep up with the spirit of this thing, I'm also open to trade, so shoot me a DM on Instagram, or, well, that's actually the best place. You can shoot me a DM on Instagram at Nordic Watch Channel, or send me an email to andersfromfinland@gmail.com if you have something you want to trade for this watch, so maybe we can keep this chain going. Now that I've sized it up for my wrist, removing one link, let's see what this thing weighs. 132 grams, and with the removed parts, 145. So pretty hefty for a dress watch. Really nice quality feeling. Let's see, well, let's put it back on the wrist now that it's sized up. Real nice fit, no problem getting a fit when it has those 3 micro adjustment holes. Super comfortable bracelet, although I would love for it to taper down a little bit more to the clasp. Let's take a look at a few strap alternatives just for the heck of it. First off, gray seatbelt NATO strap, and now many of you are going, oh my god, Anders, why would you put a dress watch on a NATO strap? I don't know, but I kind of think it works. Let's see how it looks on the wrist. I think it works just fine. Maybe a bit of a summer look with this NATO strap, perhaps. Pretty good fit. Let's try something else. Here it is on a gray pearl-on strap from cheapestnatostraps.com. Sponsor me. This will look really nice in the summer, I think. Kind of fits that dressy look a little bit better than the NATO strap. Now, is that a great look or what? I think this might be the winner for this watch. This will look fantastic in the summer. When I get a little bit of a tan on my wrist and put some summery clothes on, this will look absolutely fantastic. Real nice fit for this watch. Let's check out a leather strap still. And here it is on a 22mm Hirsch Liberty strap. Bit of an off choice for this one, but I just don't have that many 22mm straps. Just wanted to get a feel for it on a leather strap. This stitching maybe doesn't fit this so well, but let's put it on the wrist anyway. Yeah, not really a winner in my book. Could work good on a leather strap without that kind of stitching, but I just don't have one. That's why I need a watch strap sponsor ASAP. But yeah, those were my strap alternatives for this watch. Let's put it back on the bracelet and summarize this video. All in all, a great watch. Really pleased with this trade, so thank you to Aviv and Dave one more time. And as I said, hit me up with a DM or an email if you want to try if you can get you can offer an exchange for this watch, and we'll see if we can work it out. All in all, good watch, nice fit on a 6.5-inch wrist, only a few shortcomings. Maybe the width of the bracelet is a bit too much for my taste. Really not that many shortcomings with this watch. Of course, no hacking, hand winding, that doesn't really bother me. Could have a little bit more water resistance though. 30 meters is only splash resistant, so 50 or 100 would be great, but you can't get everything. Love the fact that it has a sapphire crystal, and I really like that dial and the overall look of the watch. And like I said, solid links and nice milled clasps, so really spectacular for this kind of money. So in a nutshell, that's this watch. Thank you Aviv, thank you Dave, and as I said, go check out their channels. In the meantime, stay tuned and see you in the next video. Bye bye.